Curvies, hi Straights. Just coming back with some more books. Um, this book is actually called The Perfect Fitness and Nutrition Game Plan for Your Unique Body Type. This is important because everybody has a different body type, so everybody's going to have different fitness goals, and you're not going to necessarily be in the same place as someone else, depending on a lot of different things. There is a such thing called the BMI, which is the Body Mass Index chart, and that's going to determine your weight to height proportion. And if you are over that, don't feel any kind of way because one thing that's way more important than your weight is actually your body fat percentage. So if that is not exactly, if it's really, really high and you just so happen to weigh a healthier weight, that's worse than being bigger out of your weight class and then having a lesser body fat. So all that is important to keep in mind when it comes to working out. You want to try to, work on those numbers, but don't focus on those numbers because those numbers are going to shift constantly as you work out. They may go up, they may go down, but you have to keep one thing in mind: it's mental. It's a mental game. If it's not in your mind to work, then you're not going to work. So don't let people fool you and say, "Well, I know I'm in shape. Well, I know I'm this. I know I'm that." They are a goddamn liar because if you so in shape, you shouldn't have no issue getting out there doing the work. But a lot of times that's what it is. They can't do the work. They don't want to do the work. And they quickly just say this, that, and the third about the next person. But you can't even do half the work that they're doing. Don't talk trash if you can't even get out there and make it happen, Captain. You might feel like you fit in formally with society standards, but if you can't do the work, you're all freaking just nothing but your body fat percentage tells you that. I've actually had friends who body fat percentage was off the radar and they feel like that's acceptable, but no, you're at a higher risk for a lot of different illnesses. And you could definitely have a heart attack, diabetes, all kinds of stuff just because of your BMI is not proper to your body type. So your body type matters. People who feel like it's acceptable to smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol all the time. Again, alcohol can ruin your kidneys, can ruin your liver long term. People are like, oh no, it ain't gonna do nothing to me. Okay, fine. You feel that way? Keep doing what you're doing. You might feel like you look good on the outside, but you're not taking care of yourself the proper way. Your heart health was going to matter because when you're going to have to need a respirator at the age 50 from smoking cigarettes all your life, then you're going to know, okay, the cigarettes did this to me. Just think. I mean, if you choose to smoke cigarettes, that's on you. But again, people who smoke cigarettes have a way higher risk of a lot more illnesses as they age. Some people are like, I ain't worried about it, I'm young. Okay, when you get older, ask yourself, do I care about having issues with my lungs? Do I care about, do it feel like somebody standing on my chest every time I take a deep breath? Ask yourself. So this is going to pretty much break down a lot of concepts mentally about the workout process because, like I said, it's mental. It's a mental game. It's nothing more than mental. People are like, oh no, it's more than that. It's less than that. It's less than that, or it's more than that. It's all about how you mentally prepare yourself for this game. So here's another one, and the belly melt diet. So this one right here is going to probably just give you like good workouts, good foods you should eat to burn. Because, anything, to me, in my opinion, I don't want to lie to you guys, but any kind of food that is like a spice, green peppers, onions, any green vegetable food is going to be better for your body because it's going to help you, I think, like green vegetables, they kind of retain water because they grow from the soil on up. So they need water. You know, plants need water. Plants absorb water, and that's just how they flourish. So I think green vegetables, when they get in your body, because your body has natural water in it, water in it already, it's going to absorb. So I think green vegetables are really good for you because they just absorb water that's already in your body, which is going to help you push through your body and, make you healthier. So I think that's the reason why green vegetables are so awesome for you. People say sleep, 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 sleep. Definitely. When you sleep, for real, you are doing your body justice because you are up all day, you're doing stuff constantly. So sleep is definitely important anytime you're working out, anytime you're doing anything in life, because it gives your body that resting period. You need that. Your body needs that to be successful. Another thing I would definitely say in here, and this is just from prior knowledge, as well as, me just knowing, you just have to regulate your emotions a lot. If you don't regulate your emotions, that's what really causes you to intake in the wrong thing. Because when people get on your nerves, the first thing you want to do is usually eat something salty or sweet because you're stressed. And sometimes when you don't want to say something bad or negative to people, you just like, you kind of hold that in and you feel that way. But I mean, sometimes some people just don't care. Like, I think it's so funny when you meet people that don't have a filter, because they usually just don't care what comes out their mouth. And it's just like, are you serious? Like, I mean, and then the downside of not having a filter is that people kind of just, in their mind think you're crazy. But filters are funny. Filter, not filter, they're funny. Because somebody who, to me, in my opinion, don't have a filter is Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She don't have no kind of filter. She gonna say how she feel when she wanna say it. But the downside is that people actually think she's crazy. And a lot of celebrities like, oh, that don't bother me. But in a way it do. In a nutshell it do. Because when people that you don't even know meet you, automatically just kind of know, they don't really open up to you fully. And you have to deal with the consequences of not having a filter. So it's kind of and sometimes it could be a win-win, sometimes it can be a win-fail, So the fit and five. So these are 5 things that they're telling you what to do to work out. And I think books are awesome. Like, not just because I'm, in college and all that. And books are awesome because they actually help you, with the details of where you want to go, So, for sure, core strength and stability, glute, abs, and thighs, strength and power, resistance, bands, and flexibility. So, this book here has this breakdown. It says they have 5, 10, and 30-minute workouts for a leaner, stronger body, for sure. And then the Body Express Makeover, trim and sculpt your body in less than 6 weeks. And this is by Michael George, the creator of the revolutionary 2-in-1 exercise system. So I'm just going to pop open this book here and just kind of look into some of the details. So, the 6 stages of change. Contemplation, that's pretty much what people start off when you just kind of like, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna do this. You kind of like, in the back of your mind, like, this is not for me. You kind of look like, Then contemplation, where you're like, well, you know what, okay, I'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and try this and see how this works out. This may be for me. That may be where it is still in your vocabulary at that point. This may be for me. Preparation, when you're just like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna head to the grocery store. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up what I need to get this popping, you know. Yeah, sure, why not? And then the action is when you actually go and you do some of this stuff. The maintenance will be, okay, this is working out for me. This is making me feel awesome. This is making me feel great. I'm going to go ahead and maintain this lifestyle. I'm going to make sure that I'm putting these goals into effect for the future. This is the way I'm living. This is no more, you know, slight work, light work. Or, you know, this is no more for the fun of it. This is what I'm doing. And then termination. Termination is where you just push all the way through. I don't care what you say, him say. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing, you know. This is where we have to get. And then it breaks down, like, the difference between rapid results and goals versus results. So, to me, it's always better to have a goal when you're doing things versus just ended up with results. Because think about it like this. Sure, you can go to the nearest corner store, gas station, wherever they sell lottery tickets, buy a lottery ticket, and say you win. You win $100 off a scratch off, and that happens more than less. You win $100, you spend $100. Now what? You had results because you did that, but you can very much go buy another lottery ticket with the $100 you got, buy 50 more, or you can actually go ahead and decide to invest the money. So if you're investing, you have goals, you know where you're going, and this is no longer I kind of did this and I don't know how I did this. You know how you did this because you planned for this in advance. So it's all in the literature here, knowing what you're saying, what you're doing, and making sure that you are on track to where you need to be. This is fun, obviously. It really is, like, because you can plan everything out yourself. It's just like freaking writing a book. You know what you're going to write in this book. It's yours. So I'll see you guys later, and you have a good one. Thank you again.